Here's your daily dose of Tottenham, right? Your latest Tottenham news all in one place. Let's get straight into it. Firstly, a report from Marca state that Tottenham have submitted an official bid for Rodrigo and the club are now waiting for a response from Real Madrid. The player's open to leaving despite being determined to stay at the start of the transfer window. Brennan Johnson spoke on Morecambe Gibbs-White. He said, I haven't spoken to Gibbs-White because I knew his phone would be all over the place. I didn't want to put more pressure on him or anything. Morgan is a great guy. We got on really well and I wish him all the best. Next, Give Me Sport report that Tottenham, among other clubs that were offered to sign both Dusan Vlahovic and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Give Me Sport report that Tottenham have had long-standing interest in Van Hecke of Brighton. They appreciated the player, but Brighton are currently unwilling to sell the player. Give Me Sport report that Beskas have inquired about Luka Vuskovic, but Tottenham are unwilling to sanction to Turkey. Genoa and other Italian clubs also have interest in the player, so lots have pitched a project to Vuskovic. Give Me Sport report that Tottenham have inquired about Rafael Leao, but he's now in love once again with AC Milan. However, due to no European football, Milan will be willing to sell to fund their transfer window. Give Me Sport report that Tottenham are not in the race to sign Xavi Simons. Give Me Sport report that Crystal Palace wants £68 million for Eberechi Eze, and currently there is no club willing to pay that amount. It's unclear if Tottenham will approach Eze after James Maddison suffered a fresh injury. Give Me Sport report a Tottenham bid for Real Madrid's Rodrigo, reported by Spanish media, is not true. He is also not handed in a transfer request. Real Madrid would prefer to sell Rodrigo though, and a deal could be struck in the region of £70 million. Give Me Sport report there has been interest in Tottenham midfielder Yves Bissouma from clubs in Saudi Arabia, Turkey and America, but Bissouma would like to stay in Europe if he could choose. Give Me Sport report that 3 weeks ago Jack Grealish was internally discussed at Tottenham. Spurs ended up going against signing the player. The door is not closed yet on a potential signing. Give Me Sport report the priority for Tottenham is the number 10 position. They would like a player who can also play as a 10 and a left winger. Give Me Sport report that after Chelsea made an inquiry for Yarrow Hayter, who eventually signed for, Tottenham also made an inquiry, so a move for the left back isn't dead in the water. Give Me Sport report that Tottenham and West Ham have both considered approaching Leicester for Bilal El Khanous. Is a relatively easy deal as his release clause is €26 million only. The only team that made a formal inquiry for the player so far is Leeds United. Give Me Sport report that Thomas Frank has watched every Tottenham game from last season and analysed it in great detail. That is your daily dose of Tottenham, providing your latest Tottenham news all in one place.